Hi, I'm going to try something different. I'm actually going to try video editing and relaunching my YouTube channel. So this is possibly the first go. Can't afford a video camera at the minute. Be looking at some cheap and cheerful digital cameras online, and there's some great value out there, but at the moment I just don't have the spare cash. Been out of work for a little while and just started a new job, so maybe in a couple of months we'll see how this goes, and you can tell me whether it's rubbish, worth doing or not. Thought I'd recap. Those of you who saw the little live videos I did on Facebook recently will know that aside from building the cars, I also have a little bit of a thing for Schneider trophy racers. So I thought I'd quickly show you where I am with my current build for Schneider, which is the legendary, wholly ineffective, thoroughly underwhelming Blackburn pellet. I think it flew twice, maybe 3 times, and then rearranged itself all over the sea somewhere near Cowes. Let's just say it wasn't pretty. However, the aeroplane is pretty, and the Karaya 72nd scale kit is also pretty. And here it is. This is 2/3 of the way towards built, maybe a little bit further than that. It's sitting in its beaching trolley, which appears to have got stuck. Thank you. It has no propeller on it, it's not rigged, and the main struts aren't in place, but the main struts are in place. I like this. It's a lovely little thing. It may have got me addicted to Karaya's little resin kits. I built the basic structure of this was built in under an evening. I did the interior with a bit of Hero Boys resin and metal etch primer, detail painted it, washed it, pinned it together with the 5-minute epoxy, sanded all the seams, had the basic structure together probably in about 3 hours. Dropped the elevators, modified the rudder, didn't modify the aileron position because I was concerned about what was going on with the struttery underneath them, and I wasn't 100% certain I got it right, but I did open up with a razor saw, open up these gaps at the end of the ailerons because they're quite noticeable in the one slightly dubious photograph I've got of it. There's some debate about whether this is blue or green. I preferred the blue with the sort of pale bluey green that these things seem to have been painted in of that era. There's also one of the glosses is painted in a very similar question. I think it's the 3A, the really early one. The decals are blooming thin. They're a delight to work with as long as you keep them wet, because if you don't keep them wet they stick, which is remarkably familiar for anybody who's dealt with early MPM limited run injection kits and remembers ProPag team decals. Yeah, anyway, there we have the delightful, in fact on the underside where you've got that, okay, look, decals. It's lovely. I expect to have it finished very soon. I better have it finished very soon because I'm kind of expecting to have it done for the March Lincoln Club meeting where it's due to go in the competition. There's a short Crusader kicking around as well, which is going to get done fairly quickly, I believe. That is making progress. This is also making progress. This has Lidl have a lot to answer for. Not this Christmas, the Christmas before. Lidl in Garforth had the £5 kit deal, and I was, oh yes, that's great. So I trekked myself to this little lovely, this is the Airfix neutral 72nd scale Folland to Nat, and very quickly cleaned up the interior parts and bolted bits together and yada yada yada, all full of the joys of spring with it. And that's where it stopped for a year, possibly longer. My post Telford Schneider thing brought me back to this, and I have done some work with it. We're at the point where the final little bits of filler this is filler on top of filler, just to make sure that things are fed. Nice. There is a little issue, and I'm thinking that's been covered in other reviews of it, about getting this area settled down properly, and this area settled down properly at the same time. I ended up taking some material off out of this area on both the wing piece and the fuselage, and a little bit out of here and here, and I'm still not convinced I've got that right, but the canopy fits delightfully, as is always the way, although I neglected to invest in a set of masks, which was my own fault, so I'm going to have to mask it by hand, which is quite a car modeler now. I don't have skills like that. Ta-da! Everything else is here. I do have the Hataka set of their orange line RAF late NATO colours, which has got the 2 red arrow reds in it, the yellow for the yellow jacks, the blue, the black and the white for the test pilot school scheme. And that's my first foray into that brand of lacquer, so I'm going to enjoy using the yellow, just try it out. I'm not 100% certain on those. I'm going to try thinning them to start with some Tamiya lacquer thinner, because I've acquired some of that, and I'm probably going to end up priming this in grey and then white, using the white out of the Hataka as a base colour for it. So that's on the go. Hope that makes sense. Things will progress, I hope. I have a plan. It's never a good sign when I have a plan. And I hope to see you all soon back on the YouTube channel. Cheery bye.